Welcome to this week's Spanish Property News Update with Sandtons. Let's get into real talk. Hello, I'm Brian Stevendale from Sandtons. I'm going to review this week's news headlines to help you with your decisions about Spanish property. And we start with a notable trend shaping Spanish property market, and it's driven by international buyers. Most are 55 and older, planning not just a holiday home, but a full relocation or retirement here in Spain. And according to the latest Kiro buyer survey, of over 3,000 international house hunters, 82% already know exactly where they want to settle, and 14% are ready to purchase within the next 6 months. These are seasoned buyers, clear in their goals and ready to act. Their priorities are consistent. You're looking for good weather, a relaxed lifestyle, and affordability. But they also share one key concern. That's finding reliable, legal, and of course professional guidance to navigate the process. Meanwhile, there's also been a demographic shift in who's entering the market. So for the first time in 2025, it's German buyers. You've overtaken the British in mortgage applications. And according to Idealista Portal, Germans now make up 16.6% of applications, compared with 14.2% from the Brits. Interestingly, German buyers are younger, often around 30. That's really surprising. And they show strong confidence in the market, don't they, about living and working here. Yet they're borrowing more modestly. Per mortgage, the number's quite low. Comparing it to the Americans and Swiss buyers who are financing properties worth substantially more. So while the headlines might focus on shifting nationalities, the deeper story is really about a mature, committed group of buyers reshaping Spain's property landscape. And that's where we step in. At Sandtons, we don't just sell properties, we guide people through one of the biggest moves of their lives, with confidence, clarity, and of course, experience. At Sandtons, we see these trends as more than just numbers. They're insights that help us guide our clients, whether you're German, British, American, Canadian, or beyond, towards the right property, the right mortgage, and the right decision. Spain isn't just hot, it's heating up. And for the right buyers, the opportunity right now is golden. We'll keep tracking the trends so you don't have to. So dreaming of that second home in the sun? Or perhaps you're considering a smart investment in one of Europe's most promising property markets. Hi, I'm Brian Stevendale from Sandtons, back again. And over 30 years experience in buying, investing and developing luxury real estate, I know the importance of timing and insight. And when it comes to choosing where to invest, and right now, Spain is stepping into the global spotlight like never seen before. According to Colliers' latest Global Capital Flows report, in May 25, Spain has just broken into the top 5 most attractive countries in the world for real estate investment. That's a huge leap, up 3 places from early 24. This isn't just a headline. It reflects a structural shift in global investment strategies. Investors are now moving away from traditional markets like the US. They're drawn instead to the stability, transparency, and strong returns that European markets, and Spain in particular, have to offer. 7 of the top 10 destinations for real estate capital are now in Europe, and Spain proudly joins that list, alongside the UK, Germany, and France. So why is this happening? Well, it's a mixture of factors. There's macroeconomic stability, pricing corrections in key segments, and growing confidence from institutional investors. As Alberto Diaz from Colliers Spain puts it, the stars have aligned between international capital and local opportunities. Fundraising activities also bounced back strongly. May 25, global real estate fundraising, 58 billion. That's 44% of all capital raised in last year in just the first 5 months. And that's not just recovery, that's momentum. And what does this mean for you? Well, whether you're looking for a luxury second home, a strategic investment, or a retirement, Spain is more than just a beautiful destination. It's now a strategic player in the global real estate market. At Sandtons, we're here to guide you through this evolving landscape. For our team, we understand the complexities of the Spanish property market, and that makes the process for you seamless, stress-free, and even enjoyable. So if you're ready to explore the opportunities of owning or investing here in Spain, we're here to help you with that. Vision, reality. We are Sandtons, and we make buying property in Spain not just possible, but exceptional. If you've been following our updates, you'll know we recently reported on Spain's controversial proposal to impose a property tax on second-hand home purchases by non-EU buyers. This dramatic move has meant a cooling of foreign investment in Spain's housing market. But has it? Numbers are record. And what many news outlets aren't talking about is the strategic opportunity this also opens up, especially for non-international buyers who are looking for value, security, and long-term returns. Let's be clear, this proposed tax does not apply to new build properties purchased directly from developers. And that changes everything. These key-ready or off-plan homes offer more than a legal workaround. They represent the future of lifestyle. Properties in Spain, today's new developments are not just homes. They're resort-style communities. Think indoor pools, full-service spas, co-working lounges, fitness centres, rooftop terraces with panoramic views, and yes, and in some cases, even private beach clubs. This is a gold standard for international buyers right now, and it's easy to see why. Modern layouts, high energy efficiency, smart technology, top-tier design, and critically, strong capital appreciation. Look, buying off plan means unlocking in today's price while your investment grows through the construction phase and beyond. It's not just a place to live or escape. It's a smart financial decision. At Sandtons, we see new builds as the answer to many of Spain's current housing challenges. It offers quality, community living, and future-proof value without competing with local housing. For non-EU buyers, this is your moment. Avoid the proposed tax, invest in a safer, better equipped, and potentially more profitable asset, and step into a lifestyle that reflects exactly why you chose Spain in the first place. So we're here to help you with this. Get the perfect new build and make your move smart one. So as we've seen through the whole of this week's news report, there's a flux of different property market information. And on the Costa del Sol in Málaga, there's no exception. But with demand surging, the supply of homes has dropped significantly. It's down by 16% first quarter of 2025 compared to last year. And that marks the steepest decline in nearly 25 years. In Málaga, the supply of homes for sale just fell by 2%, which might seem quite small compared to the other regions, but it's still indicative of a tightening market. So in places like Madrid, Bilbao, Valencia, the situation's even more extreme, with supply dropping nearly 30%, and that's having a real impact on pricing. This is where the Málaga number comes in, because some local vendors are looking to capitalize on the market growth, which is happening here faster than the rest of Spain. So with prices climbing due to limited supply and high demand, there's a real risk of overpaying. Of course, unless you have the right expert guidance. And at Sandtons, we understand how critical it is to secure value for money. So in this competitive market environment, where the market is showing exceptional price increases, navigating this landscape requires more than just timing. It requires informed decisions. And we're here to help you identify fairly priced properties, forecast future value, and ensure that you're not overpaying in a rapidly evolving market. So whether you're looking for a permanent home, a vacation getaway, or an investment, now more than ever, you need to partner with someone who knows Malaga's market inside out. So if you're considering a purchase here in the Costa del Sol, talk to Sandtons. And until next week's week, hasta luego.